I can also show you how to put in little subtitles. I'll put one in right at, tell you what, I'll put one in right at the start and we'll call it how to edit videos. Right, so I've moved my line, my yellow line there, all the way back to the start of the timeline, and I've clicked to sit it down there. Now I'm going to go up to titles here in this left editing suite bit. And this time, before I showed you how to use the title tech, the kind of introductory title thing, this one, now I'm going to show you how to have it have them appearing on top of the image. So I'm going to, I like this one here, what's it called? Standard lower third. So I'm going to pick that up, and this time, like I did with the image, I'm just putting it down on top of the video. So I've popped it down there, yeah, and I can just write step 1. Delete that. How to add pop-up images. And then again, I could change the color on that and change the font and all of that sort of stuff. When I'm done, I just want to hit a little tick button to accept it. And then that's only 4 seconds long, but let's say I want that to actually last 10 seconds. So I go to the end of it on the timeline and I drag it along for about 10 seconds to there. Now, as ever, once I've done something, I just check it. So I'm going to go back to the start of the video, play it from the start, see what that looks like. There you go, so that's popped up. Right. And you can follow it along the bottom. I'm going to try and walk us through how to edit videos. This is what I've been thinking of in my head as the best arts technique. I'm going to show you how to edit in iMovie, how to clip iMovie to get rid of bits that you don't like or where you've made a mess. So going into iMovie again, you can see that this is the same video in process that I've been making during this recording. And now I'm wearing a red jumper, not the yellow jumper or the grey jumper, to make a distinction. Now I've decided that I don't like the smug bit in the video where I balance a thing on my hand, because I can imagine all my colleagues mocking me. So I want to cut it. So in order to cut, pop-up boxes were appearing on the screen, and he was talking along to them. So I can probably pop one there, for example. Right, yeah, that's really irritating. So that irritating bit started at 0.44. You can see that the timer is here. And you can drag again using the little hand on the arrow on the top of the line, yellow line, drag that back, and you can be quite specific and get it right there to 0.44. There. So that's where I know I start saying this smug thing. So I've dropped the line there. I go up here to modify in the top bar along the top of the screen, click on modify, and then I choose split clip. That's going to just basically make a little snip. So I click split clip, and you can see that down there now, there is a little hole there. Now the video will just play clean across that. So if I decide that that's an error, that I put the snip in there, it doesn't actually matter, because it will just play clean over the top of it anyway. But it's created a little snippet. Now I know that I finish being smug around 0:51. 0:51, there it is. Okay, so that's where I finish saying that. So I've clicked on it again there, but with that yellow line, and I'm going to go back up again to modify, and I'm going to go to split clip again. So I've created now, I've basically got this little section here in between this snip here and this snip here. That's its own enclosed section. So I'm going to now click on it. And you see how it's gone yellow now, it's been selected. And I'm simply pressing delete. So I've killed that bit. So now I've got a kind of jagged cut there where obviously the video will jump as it goes over it. So I'm going to use the transition function. I'm going up here to these along here, along the top of the screen, show transitions. You see where my cursor is at the top? Clicking on transitions, I'm going to use cross dissolve, drag it down. That's how we do everything. And I'm literally putting it there in between. I'll double click on it and I'll make it 4 seconds and I'll apply it. Now let's go back and let's watch the video. I've subsequently added a little video, a little screen grab, a burst of his, just to show people how nice it looked. And then I click, like, now I click play. He was in his room, in his study, with his bookshelves behind him, and little pop-up boxes were appearing on the screen. And I asked Bas how he did it, and he said he'd just used iMovie and he'd never done it before. Okay, so that, it kind of froze on the playback function. I think it will probably look fine when I actually play it in real life. I don't really care because I don't need it to be perfect, but you can see that that whole section where I started balancing something on my hand and all of that, that has now been cut out. And I can go through the video and get rid of every bit where I've made an error. Cut that. Right, so that will do. I'll now just very quickly show you how to save your video. So what all you do is you go up to the top bar, which again I think is possibly cut off on the Zoom video, but I'm pressing on File, and you see the option here to share, and I will choose File. I don't know if this box will pop up, if that will be visible or not. Some things just aren't visible on Zoom videos. Yeah, but you can see I just follow these instructions. I'm not going to do that because I've got to add in this bit that I'm making. Yeah, but you can just save that. And it, again, it takes a long time to save, maybe 10 minutes. And as it's doing it, a little circle will appear just here in the top right-hand corner, and it's like a pie chart that shows you how far it's got with the conversion of the file. Again, probably just leave your computer alone until it finishes doing that, and then it'll just download automatically onto your desktop. You can share it to YouTube, you can attach it to a Moodle page, and so on. Okay, great. I hope that was vaguely comprehensible. Cheers.